We're live.
Another page on it on the back side?
What's that?
The copy that you got? Or is it?
No, it's just what was sent out to the pilot
Okay.
deviation. You got a copy of it.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Craig Clark, and I'm the Executive Director of the Allegheny County Industrial Development Agency. And we're meeting in connection with the project, with the subject of the public hearing, which is being held at 7 o'clock, July 15th, 2025, in the town of Burns Town Hall, located 87 Main Street in the town of Burns, village of Canastawega, Allegheny County. The project is the Moraine Solar Energy Center project. Today I'm holding a public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the agency with the project for the benefit of Moraine Solar Energy Center, LLC, a Delaware limited company. The proposed project consists of the following: acquisition of an interest in a portion of 15 parcels of land containing an aggregate of approximately 1,635 acres located on 10,559 State Route 96F, State Route 96-1F, two different tax map numbers, State Route 70, another tax road number, and County Road 13, Sykes Road, Dennis Road, Tilden Road, and Moraine Road in State Route 70. All the tax map numbers are actually in the public hearing. All in the town of Burns, Allegheny County, New York. The construction on the land of approximately 94 megawatt AC solar power generating facility includes panels, racking, inverters, electrical cables, battery storage, grid interconnection, site preparation, access roads, and any other required improvements, and the acquisition, installation thereon and thereof on related fixtures, machinery, equipment, and other personal property. All the foregoing to constitute a solar energy generating facility to be owned and operated by the company. The granting of certain financial assistance with respect to the foregoing, including potential exemptions from certain sales tax and use tax, real property taxes, real estate transfer taxes, and mortgage recording taxes. And the lease with an obligation to purchase or sale of the project facility to the company of such persons as may be designated by the company and agreed upon by the agency. I intend to provide just general information on the agency's general authority and public purpose to provide assistance on this proposed project. I'll then open the comment period to receive comments from all present that wish to comment on either the proposed project or the financial assistance contemplated by the agency with respect to the project. Before discussing the general information and opening the public hearing for public comments, I'd like to first describe some details regarding the financial assistance. The estimated value of tax exemptions will be just over $3 million in sales tax exemption and real property tax exemption in the year of proposed pilot agreement, just over $1 million. The provisions of Chapter 1030 of Laws of 1969 of New York, constituting Title I of Article 18A of the General Municipal Law of Chapter 24 of the Consolidated Laws of New York, as amended in Chapter 99 of the 1973 Laws of the State of New York, as amended and codified in Section 906A of said General Municipal Law, authorize the agency to promote, develop, encourage, and assist in acquiring, constructing, reconstructing, improving, maintaining, equipping, and furnishing of manufacturing, warehousing, research, commercial, industrial facilities, among others. Pursuant to Section 859A of the General Municipal Law, prior to the agency providing any financial assistance of more than $100,000 to any project, the agency, among other things, must hold a public hearing pursuant to Section 859A of the Act with respect to said project. Since the proposed financial assistance to providing of the agency with respect to the proposed project may exceed $100,000, and prior to providing any financial assistance of more than $100,000 on the proposed project, the agency must hold a public hearing on the nature and location of the project and proposed financial assistance. After consideration of the application received from the company, the members of the agency adopted a resolution of June 12, 2025, authorizing the executive director of the agency to conduct this public hearing with respect to the proposed project. The executive director of the agency caused notice of the public hearing to be mailed on June 30th, 2025 to the chief executive officers of Allegheny County, the town of Burns, and the Canastawega School District, and published on June 30th, 2025 in the Spectator, a newspaper of general circulation available and residents of the town of Burns, Allegheny County. In addition, the executive director of the agency caused notice of the public hearing to be posted July 1st, 2025 on the agency's website and also on the public bulletin board and the website for the town of Burns Town Hall located at 87 Main Street. Copies of notice of public hearing are available on the table. Now, unless there's an objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of the public hearing and instead request the full text of the notice of the public hearing be inserted into the public record. The comments received today at this public hearing will be presented to the members of the agency at or prior to the meeting in which the members of the agency will consider whether to approve the undertaking of the proposed project. The agency will be granting by the agency of any financial assistance, again, in excess of under $100,000 with respect to this proposed project. The notice of the public hearing indicated that written comments could be addressed to myself, the executive director. No written comments have been received to the agency prior to this public hearing. At this time, I'll introduce AES representative. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure.
And describe the proposed project, if you could.
Okay. My name is Diane Boylan. I'm the developer of the Moraine solar project at AES. This project is, like you mentioned, 94 megawatt project located in the town of Burns. We recently acquired the project from EDF Renewables on April 11th, 2025. And we are looking to move into construction of the project in early 2026. And yeah, the application process is ongoing, and looking forward to working with the county and the town of Burns.
Okay. And all of the environmentals were done quite a while ago through the state of New York.
Yes,
Correct.
This project is permitted, has an oversight and permit.
Right, because it's different because it's a larger project.
Yes.
And I'll open the public hearing for public comment at 7:08. And by ways of operating rules, if I wish to make the public comment, please let me know. You don't one person, you don't have to raise your hand, but just let me know. And please identify yourself so we have a record.
My name's James Neary.
Okay.
My first question is, you may not know this yet, but is the footprint going to be the same as what it was with EDF?
Currently in the process of redesigning the project, and we hope to make it a little bit smaller, but hard to know yet until we redesign. But we do know that EDF did have a relatively large project footprint, but hoping to make the size a little bit smaller.
That's why I asked, because Grayson, at the last time he was here, he told me that they cut out the section right by my house, which concerns me. It's wet up there. There's ditches on my property, ditch to my property, but we never give them permission.
Okay.
And it's very wet up there. I'm afraid it's going to be more ditches and we can't handle the water now.
Okay. We're definitely looking to optimize the project footprint.
And of course, I do worry about the property values, but it is what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we will know more once we have that redesign finished,
Okay.
and we can let you know.
And you would probably send that in next?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. That would be the construction drawings.
Yeah. That'd probably be when, a few months or?
Yeah.
Because you're proposing to build when? You're proposing to start construction when?
Spring of 2026.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Do you have any other questions? Does she know where your property is then?
Probably not.
Maybe you want to exchange who that is so
I
that she knows
can't
exactly.
Right here.
Is there any other comments?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, you're fine. We've got plenty of time. I have to be open for 15 minutes, so.
Yeah, or if you give me your address, I can look it up too on my phone.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, let's see.
And this is fine. Look, this was
Okay,
But originally, they were gonna do this part of the project, and then at the last time we talked to them, they had cut this part out.
So your property is below this black line?
It's here.
Okay, okay.
And I have a neighbor that's right here too. So this is mine.
Okay.
And I have, I'll show you this. They say these are natural waterways, they're diversion ditches, and they were dug. And then when it hits my property, they say it's protected trout stream,
Okay.
but I haven't checked, it's not.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, these
But
drawings.
there's no water in these unless it rains.
Gotcha. These drawings they're a bit old, they were for the permit, and so they're at least a few years old. That's why we're doing the redesign, one
Right.
for construction, and two, just because, you know, it's been a little while.
Mhm.
So,
Do you want my tax number?
let's see, yeah.
There, 47-1-6.
Okay, I'll take a look. I mean, as of now, the drawings are the same, but we're,
Okay,
you
I
know,
figured
through the
that,
process.
yeah.
I think that, you know, however we can optimize, we will, and we'll let you know.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Of course.
That's all I got.
If there's no more comments, I'm just gonna put this off until we're 15 minutes. So if there are no further comments or questions from either the public or anybody in the room, we'll close the public hearing at 7:15 PM, which is 15 minutes. So thank you for attending the meeting.
Very good.
You never know.